Hello everyone and welcome to another Transport Fever 2 video. If you do remember, in the last video we put the Great Western Main Line in from London to Oxford, and it gives us the potential to put some cross-country stuff in. We also done a bus network in Reading and a bus network in Oxford. As you can see, they're on their way. That's a banging little song, Send Me On My Way. That's an absolute banger. But today I want to get cross country, and now that we've started with trains, let's get there. Let's finish. Right, the buses are just getting there. The train is about to arrive, and it will take one person to Oxford. How many have you got on? No one to Oxford. Have we got a train that's arrived at Oxford? Not yet, but obviously at Oxford. So these two outer lines are going to be for freight, so they come through and in. And then we'll have the plan is that cross-country stop in the middle. But yeah. Actually, can I put a footbridge on? Right. Do we have... No, but we can put more canopy on. We can also put underpasses in. Have we got any underpasses? Yeah, just a couple. How fast are they going up these hills? Okay, they are really struggling. What's their power rating? Mediocre. Yeah, I can't have it struggling that much. I think I'm going to have to double head them. One, two, three. Place for 800k. Right, let's get 800k, please. While just staring at the screen. Come on. Okay, can I borrow some? Yeah, borrow 500 grand. Because I want these trains to get moving quickly. One, no. Okay, those have more tractive effort. 1, 2. Even with 2, it's a mediocre power rating at 3 coaches. Wow. Yeah, I bet it's a lot easier this side of the route. Do you know what? I'm going to get date going at 2 times speed. Finances. That's calendar. Okay, can I have it at 4 times speed? But I reckon 2 times speed is good, to be honest with you. I need stone to turn it into planks. Sorry, I need stone to turn it into conmat. The only place I have stone is there, but then there's conmat there. So if I take conmat on the train down to Oxford and have a little Oxford terminal, because I want to do something with this as well, like bring crude oil down to here and then make fuel. Yeah. So I reckon we will have a little Oxford freight terminal eventually. Because we'll bring, I don't know, probably the main line can come round and make a stop at Birmingham there. And make a stop at Birmingham up here. Yeah, I reckon there could be 2 Birmingham stations, to be honest. It's that big. But I don't know. Yeah, okay, he's using the right line though, that's good. I didn't realise I had the gameplay on pause the whole time. But yeah, the buses are in, and the buses are stationary. Wicked. 6 minutes into the vid. Wow. But yeah. I think oil is a big place to start with freight trains. So that's what I want to do today. Start with freight trains. Bring the line round to here so I know where it's going for... No. Bring the line round here and tuck it in so I know what to do with that. Or do I just... Do I truck the crude oil and turn it into oil? And then bring the oil down towards Brighton? Right, let me just clear some of this, because I don't know what the flying hell happened here, but it can't be running. Why are you running? Why are you running? Right. Oxford crude oil. Nope. Truck Birmingham crude oil. Truck... No, that's not with a K. But yeah, this is episode 4 of our Transport Fever series. Truck Birmingham... God, I can't spell. Crude oil. Where's the nearest depot? There. If I tag a road on there, probably be cheaper to just build a new depot, but do you know what? I don't like building a new depot every time I make a new route. What costs more, the tunnel or no tunnel? Tunnel by about 100 grand. Six, and we want them on the crude oil. Birmingham crude oil. Rate of 15, and we need a rate of what? What do we need a rate of? 400. This is going to go well, isn't it? That's a rate of... oh, no. Right, and then we could bring the oil here to make plastic. But what would plastic be good for? We have another oil refinery up here, so we could always bring oil down the West Coast main line along the GWR route, and then along the cross-country route down to Southampton that way. And this one could be used for plastic, which could then be turned into... What does... Plastic gets made into... helps make goods. Okay, but I feel like... Where wants goods? Sheffield and Peterborough. But surely there's a better place around here. There's a place to make steel there, which means iron and coal. Yeah. But is there a better place to make plastic? There's another place to make goods. Is there another place to make plastic? No, this is the only place we can produce plastic on the map, I think. Is it the only place? Preston, you can make... No, this is what takes plastic. It does look like the only one of its kind on the map. But then do I want to just make a separate train route and bring oil down here that way just for the sake of running trains? I don't know. I don't think so. Right, it's only 4 times the amount of vehicles it's got on there. I swear I deleted that road earlier. And earlier. And then we want it in there for plastic. But then we can't really do much with the plastic. Apart from send it onto a train. Come off at Birmingham. And go here. But then that puts pressure on me to... Ah, no it doesn't. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. Let's make it 320 at 2 tracks. Did I not just build a train track? There we go. Then we want this station on here. Right? Yes, we want a station on here, so we can take plastic there. It is a bit annoying sometimes having trains work with trucks. Like sometimes you'd rather it just be trains or you'd rather it just be trucks. Yeah, cargo is when we start, cargo trains where we start making some serious money. You know what, let's have it on 3 times speed, just let it go. There we go, money comes in that quickly. Right. And come round here and into Birmingham this way. Or I think New Street. Where's London? So if I think London, we're coming out about there. So we want New Street to be about here, really. Yeah. And then we're going to want a passenger station. 2 track. No, we want it at 4 tracks, really. For the west, 2 for the West Coast Main Line, and 2 for cross country. We've got a brand new train. We've got a brand new passenger wagon. Right. And then this, we could have a line going off to Brighton, which could then bring a train from Brighton. We could have a station somewhere around here, hopefully. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Which is dangerous. Come round here and in and tuck round the back. I think I want another station in Birmingham, to be all honest with you. Which is a sentence I never thought I'd say. I want 2 train stations in Birmingham, of all places. But this can be like University Station, I suppose. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, obviously it's not going to do anything without a train station on the back of it. 2. Oh, come on, game. I wish my controller would stop doing this. Yeah, so we want to come in around there. Yes. Things are moving. Heck, we've got a few people waiting here. 87. Needs a new train, really, but I can't afford one. I am broke. Yep, that'll do. Probably doesn't make much sense to repay while still building, but hey. Nice, that's like that, yes. Can always have like a freight line that bypasses Birmingham and onto the West Coast Main Line about here. If we needed it, because there seems to be a lot of freight down there. Was it colliding with? Don't know, to be honest. No, we need a bit more of a... Need a bit more of a wider curve. $50, yeah, that'll do. It's only Birmingham, we don't need to become rocketing it in. We don't need, yeah, don't need to be like... Right, so that's connected all the way to Oxford, to Birmingham. Again, very tempted to have 2 stations at Reading. Hang on, we're making money. Right. Yeah, if I had a second station here. Let's get a bus station on the end. Bus Reading 2 after stop 6. Serve that bus station there. And what about bus number 1? Could you serve this? Not really, no. And then we've already built the terminus. So we just got to bring a route round. I think I'm going to terminate it at Oxford so I can bring it all the way to Manchester. And I want to get buses moving in Birmingham first before we run trains through there. Because Birmingham is going to be a real hotspot for us. But yeah, the freight lines come over there. Heck, what's he doing? About 90 miles an hour, because obviously game speed is ×3. Right, we want this line, these lines out of Southampton. Can't lie, that planks factory is annoyingly in the way, but it looks like we're going to have to just nip round the outside and bypass it. Thank you very much to anybody who is watching this on Twitch. If you are new here, please do leave a follow. And if you want to see these on YouTube, it is Mega Simulator Gamer on YouTube. And if you are watching this on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. If we get to 300 subscribers by the end of the year, I will do an SCR live stream and a 9.5 hour Train Sim World stream. Just give it a bit of signalling. Right, let's... I think we can turn the date speed. If we're going at 3 times speed, let me do date speed to 1/4. Yeah. Just put some signals blocking the level crossing. And let's just signals just before the station. But yeah, let's put a line in. Should we put the line in as far as Birmingham for now? Yeah, let's. I changed my mind. Let's just go as far as Birmingham. Coming back to Oxford. Going back to Reading. Going back to Reading Central. Yes, I'm getting there, just chillax. We have made 4.5 million. Right, hang on a minute. I need to monitor the progress of this line, don't I? Rate of 117. What's getting stored here? Doesn't have anything stored. So if I take that oil to the refinery, which is just around here, make plastic out of it. Plug the road in there. There we go. Truck. Birmingham. No, why did I put... I didn't want them anyway. Dupe, and then let's... Birmingham oil. Do they put that back every time I destroy it? Let's stay here for a bit and watch. Train. We got 4 viewers. Thank you to everybody watching the stream at the moment. And if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for making it this far. Train, Southampton, Portsmouth, Bournemouth, and it will eventually go to Manchester. Manchester. Manchester, do you like Manchester? But at the minute, we're just terminating it short at Birmingham, and for now, there can be cross tracks at Birmingham. Let's just signal this bit up temporarily. With temporary signalling. And that's... I know this is quite a long way without a signal, but we want the trains to stretch out really, don't we? Yeah. Right, Oxford, you need to be on, I think it's 3? Yeah. Oxford, you need to be on 2. But Upper Birmingham is causing problems. Why is Upper Birmingham causing problems? Shouldn't be causing problems. Lower Birmingham, you need 2. Oxford, you need 2. Reading, you need... I don't know. There we go. So that route will get extended to Manchester at some point. Do you know what? We'll just buy them from here. Let me just actually... Seeing as financially we're booming, might as well just try and pay as much of that off as possible. One, 2, 3, 4. We're going to need a bit more than that though. We're going to need about that really. Come on money, let's go. Let's get some pennies. Train GWR. And as you get into London and flip round, I'm going to change it. Mr. Autosave is here doing its thing. we go. Right, and while we're here, let's upgrade all the GWR locomotives with these new powerful things. Again, let's do that. 2.7 million is what we're waiting for. Come on, 2.7 million. Oh, come on, let's, do you know what? Oh, no, if we can do it. Yeah, we're going to do it now that I've closed it. Good. But then let's colour it in the Great Western Green. Then let me colour my cross-country stock in the maroon, like that. That's a GWR train, so that's going to look very green. This is the cross-country one. Yes. Heck. GWR is going to need 2 more trains. Come on, we must have the money now. How much money does one of these flipping things cost? Right, that's got to be enough. No? We have just increased the capacity. There we go. About 2.2 million one of those costs. Right, and what I wanted to do was get a bus line in Birmingham. And we need to do this at some point. I want it to... basically needs to come straight out in over here in, and then come out here and into there, but we're probably going to have to make a bridge over the way, because that will be the West Coast Main Line at some point. So yeah, it's good that we're getting going, but what I wanted to do was one that goes around this housing estate and one that goes around this housing estate, I think. But this is definitely Birmingham High Street, so let's, as we come out, yeah, and I think we'll do a bus that just goes along there. And then we'll do a bus that comes around. In and just back down, and then we'll do a bus that comes around this way. Yeah, that'll do. Eh? What's it doing at Church Street? Church Street, I didn't double up. Cool. Right, hopefully it's behaving itself now. No, it's still not. No, is it the wrong way around? So what's going on here then? There we go. No, what is wrong with this? There we go. What's going on there? Okay, it's just a line I created. Bus. Birmingham 1. Right, and this whole line 2 thing. Right, let me use UC as your rear. Just trying to connect everybody to the station. Or the stations, sorry. Birmingham 2. Bus, and then we'll go Birmingham 3. Birmingham 3. Where's the nearest depot? Okay, it looks like we're having a new one. Again, I know I said it looks ugly, and to some extent it does, but it's got to be done. So let's get 5. Let's have 10 on each route, I reckon. Bus Birmingham 1. Bus Birmingham 2. Bus Birmingham 3. Birmingham 1. Duplicate. We'll see how the other routes do for now, but I know that Birmingham 1 will need doubling. Right, let's just, while we can, let's just get rid of some of Birmingham. So that I can run me tracks through. Yeah. Right, let me figure out what's going on. So as the West Coast Main Line comes into here, what I'm going to want it to be and then I'm going to want one of these tracks to come over here. So that basically what I want is, so that the West Coast Main Line, if you come in here, you should be using one of these tracks. If you come in here, you should be using one of those tracks. Yeah, so that's right. But then we need cross country to be able to come over. So what I want to leave is that as the fast, that as the slow northbound. This is the fast southbound. This is the slow southbound. So what I really sort of need is... because the cross-country and Avanti stuff will share lines, so that can just go there. And that can go there, up to there, and just tuck in afterwards. Yes. In the meantime, that needs to come into there. And this needs to come round. Yeah. But then we're going to have... you know, stuff that comes into here. Can I make that a bit tighter? Because we are going to have slow West Coast mainline stuff as well. So that's better, and then that just needs plugging into that. So that can be done. That looks complex as hell. Looks a bit spaghetti-like, doesn't it? Alright, so what we'll need is... one there. One there. Two coming out that way. Yeah. And then if I double slip that, that's okay, so we can continue from there. Condition of multiple vehicles is very bad. Can I get the loan got rid? Yeah, loan is got rid of. Let's get that too. Yes, bus station there. Train station here. What I want is a 4 platform station, but the middle ones are going to be for Avanti to just fly through. And we have London Euston St Pancras thing. So yeah, we can let me just connect this. I don't mind it being 2 track up to Birmingham. Probably the stupidest sentence anybody's ever said if they were to say that in real life. Yeah, I don't mind it being 2 track up to Birmingham. Oh my, the congestion. Yeah, let's build the West Coast main line. And as this splits off, let's do another split. And take the London North Western services in. And the freight services, if there are any. So I'm gonna, obviously we don't want freight running on our main lines, so we're going to try and keep them off them as much as possible. And now that that's happened, what we need to do, again, is take signals very delicately off here. What I do want to do is, seeing as there's no signals along this bit, as of yet anyway, because this can be our depot for like the north of England. So I'm going to want a couple more of these. Yeah. Right, let's... all of this just so we can carry plastic on the main line. Come on, you will play ball today, Transport Fever. Hey, I had it then. Yeah. And let's have that there. Right. Let me just get rid of this, because I feel like this road is getting in the way a bit. Sorry, I've disconnected Birmingham. Rude as hell, I know. I mean, that's not what I was going for. But it's unique, I'll give it that. Where's this plastic factory? There. So yeah, a bridge just here is what we're looking for. I wonder if you saw today's earlier live stream on Transport Fever. You'd know me and Bridges don't really get along. That's better. Right. So let's bring this railway out. I nearly burped. I think I did burp. Pardon me. I'm down for a bridge, except that should really be a banking. And again, that could all be a banking. Nice. We're nearly done with the video already. I'm thinking, heck. I've been going a couple of minutes. That is in the most awful place ever. Because that's going to be like collision, collision, collision. Can I delete your industry? Can't delete the industry. pain in my arse, that. How am I going to navigate that? I suppose we're going to have to go around it. Can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no. We're going to have to go through it. That's better. Yeah, that'll do. I mean, the plan is for it to just be one train along here, so... Let's signal this bit up properly. Now we've got some proper amount of trains running down here. Obviously we want signal blocks to be let as long as freight as well. No. Expert at placing signals the wrong way around, it would seem. Again, doing it again. And there we go. Because the plan is it's just going to be one train along here, so we don't really need signalling. We do need a bit more signalling here, though. It's one place where we do need a bit of signalling. And let's put that there. Train. Sheffield. Plastic. So let's pick a train. We need one with the most tractive effort or the most power, really. So it's gonna be that one. And it's carrying plastic, so what can carry plastic? So we want... Let's put a capacity of 140 and let's... Sure, let's add a unit on the back. Let's have a push-pull formation. Yeah, we are up to 20 million now. And we're even booming in the goods market. Oh dear, you look like you might be holding up a cross-country service in a mope out. You hurry up, drive. Finances. We have no loan to repay. Brilliant. Buses in Birmingham, how are we doing? Birmingham 1 is fine, Birmingham 2 is not fine. Birmingham 3 is not fine either. So that's 20 more buses in the streets of Birmingham. There's nobody waiting here. It's all just sort of coming up, isn't it? Yeah, it's all just sort of bus Birmingham 1. Then we have cross country, which are full and standing, so we're going to need another 2 trains on there. There's 300 just waiting down here. Another 100 there. Add another bit there. Might even need another 2 on after that. Yeah, that is going to be today's, I was going to say nearly Train Sim World video. That is going to be today's Transport Fever video. Hope you all have enjoyed it. If you have, be sure to like, subscribe, and I shall see you all next time for some more Transport Fever. Goodbye for now.